Hey, this is Brett with A Absolute Tree Services. Just a quick note, some people have brought to our attention over the years of A Absolute Tree Services and our sister company, Treecology Tree Services. In the economic crunch of 07 and 08, we decided to do business together, helping kind of each other out to get through. It worked so well that we actually decided to combine the two. We've struggled over the initial part of it. Should we lose one of the names and make a new name, keep both the names, blah, 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 what to do? We decided to actually keep both names. Treecology actually had its own following. A Absolute had its own customer base as well. So what we've done is we've actually left both of the names the same. You'll notice even on your contract, both of these companies are actually owned by A Abco Tree Services. These are our chip trucks. This would be one of two of our chip trucks. They usually have 2 to 3 crew members in each truck. Our gearbox, which consists of rope, climbing gear, etc., belts. And then the back portion of this is actually a 16 to 18 cubic yard box, and that's where we accumulate our recyclable mulch. We chip everything that's hardwood only. We don't do any palm trees, no pepperwood, stuff like that. So we can actually get this to the end user for recycling, where they use it for farming and driveways and backyard areas, landscaping and so forth. Makes great mulch. Underneath is more cargo area for gear and so forth. These trucks also work as a dump truck. That's how they empty. This whole white box portion right here actually dumps. And on top is where we carry our ladders if needed, all various different sizes, from A-frames to 36-foot extension ladders as well. This is one of our larger chippers here. It's the BC 1400. They actually make even larger sizes than this one. This one will take up to a 14-inch in diameter log and turn it into mulch, good usable mulch. It's very important that we keep up the maintenance on these with sharp blades. We do not resharpen the blades. We install brand new blades on every maintenance cycle. Also to inspect the machine to make sure it's in good working order. All safety devices are in place. The auto feed's working properly. It also gives us a chance to even look at the mechanics a little deeper to be able to tell if we do have a small oil leak, which may obviously develop into a larger oil leak. These are all things that actually provide the optimum performance level for our customers when we come out, that we're not out on site actually doing this on your property, or a broken down piece of equipment on your property is absolutely the worst. In front of this is actually our larger chip truck, which is a crew cab, has the capability of carrying 6 crew members. This chip box is also a little bit larger than the other chip body. This one is about 18 to 20 cubic yards. Ladders store on top with under chassis gear underneath the dump body, and on the behind the cab is another gearbox as well, climbing gearbox, excuse me. And again, this is for 6 crew members on our larger jobs. We bring this along to actually back up the other chip truck, where we have multiple trucks to load before we finish the job. In front of this is our stump grinder. It's a Vermeer SC 652. You probably see a lot of yellow equipment in this industry. The Vermeer products, I can't say enough good about them. They really have been a major asset to delivering what we do. They do a tremendous job. This machine right here will stump grind any stump, any size stump. I don't think I've ever even seen one that this can't do. The teeth are carbide teeth. They're all in a pattern row on the outside of this side of the wheel, and also on the inside of the other side of the wheel as well. The stump grinder actually sweeps from left to right as well as it lowers, and it's all done in a very slow fashion. The wheel spins very fast, but as far as grinding from left to right or up and down, that's all controlled by the operator, done in a very slow fashion to just slowly grind the stump out. And this machine will go to 24 inches deep. It'll go deeper than that if you kind of clear the way, but you have to kind of dig a path to get deeper than that. But usually 18 to 24 not too many people want to go any deeper than that. A lot of times, I'll touch on this real quick, a lot of times when this process is being done, your companies that are out there will not remove the debris. This is something very important that you need to make sure that's in your contract, outlined in your contract. Once they complete this wheel, as it grinds, just like sawdust, it can turn a very small product into a very large pile of debris. The problem with this is most of the companies are not equipped for the removal. So you're paying for a stump grinding, and then you also have to somehow get rid of this big pile of debris after the stump grinding's done. Make sure that your company that you're going to hire is going to actually remove that and grade it and do exactly what you expect to be done. You may want the mulch, and they will leave it behind. But if you want it gone, get it in writing. This particular machine, back to this one, this is your control area for it. It has all the safety gear, curtains in place to help protect the operator and to help protect debris from the consumer's property as well. This machine also is designed for the outer wheels to come off to where it can actually go through your regular man gate on the side of the house. That's what makes this one about as friendly as it can get. There are bigger machines than this, but they're very hard to work with when it comes to getting on residential property. From there, we actually moved to our grapple truck. This is actually a claw, known as a claw truck as well. The correct terminology is grapple truck. This would be the machine that's capable of picking up 5,000-pound increments of debris. Some of the wood that we pick up is very large and very heavy, and this actually saves time to the end user as well. Where we can save time and money, of course, that just trickles downward. We can pick up very large debris with this and dispose of it, where some of the other competition is pretty much, they've got to cut it down into pieces that they can handle by hand, and that just takes more time and, of course, is more money. This works very well. This is probably one of our lifelines in this industry, to be able to handle extremely large removals and to handle it very easily. This does a very good job for us. This is our Freightliner 65-foot bucket truck. This one specifically is called an over-center bucket truck for the main reason the boom is able to do a little bit more different maneuvers than your standard bucket truck is. This is a two-man bucket platform that's on this one. Very seldom do we ever use two men in it, but it actually gives us enough room to maneuver inside, which is very nice for the operators. Our bucket trucks are actually geared with a winch, which they call a jib assembly. That jib assembly helps us removing product within the weight limits over top of pool cages, over top of houses. It's just a much safer process to be able to utilize this in a smaller scale as a crane would be. This is what the machine was designed for, and this is what we actually use it for from time to time. It comes in very handy. These trucks are all Caterpillar Allison, the mechanics, some of the most dependable stuff in the market. And again, we do most all the light repair and maintenance to these ourselves to maintain the most optimum performance out of them that we can. This would be equivalent of what you would want to see on some high aerial work on your property. I don't want to take away from what the climbers do, very talented, but when we can get this on the job and utilize it, it makes all the difference in the world.